Hello, this is Doyle. You're listening to Spirit Talk Show, bedtime stories for grown-ups. We are reading AI-generated stories, but in this, our season 4, we've started to do something a little different. We're going to mix it with fun scripts and silliness and really getting to know people's real stories and the stories that shape us. And so I hope you can come and listen to some of the stories. If you guys would like to get involved, go to spirittalkshow.com. You can also get all the information on there about where to hear it and contact us if you'd like to come on or have some story prompts you'd like to read. But I'm still in the studio with the amazing Howie.
Hey, Doyle.
And Nick is here too. But
hey, Nick.
Okay. He still doesn't know how radio works. He gave us a peace sign. Okay. Continuing the story about the fight with heteromonious. Should we go back a bit? To hear?
Yeah, right
maybe here? Okay. Continuing the story with King Heteromonious. You think your glitter and rainbows can defeat the power of conformity. Here, there is no chosen pronouns, no sparkles, and certainly no brunch.
Your reign of blandness ends now, heteronormous.
Prepare to get read like a bad Yelp review. What's that? Okay. What does that? Prepare to get read.
Red. That's like when they throw shade at each other.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. Maybe I'm not gay enough. Okay. Mm-hmm. Do you want to read that part?
A battle ensues. Madame Sequenza blinds him with a glitter bomb. Lila duels his minions with her rainbow sword, and Brock flexes so hard that his crop top explodes, distracting the guards. Finally, Sebastian and Dante combine their powers. They hold hands, channeling their love, and use the lipstick of truth to unleash the ultimate attack, the Glitternado, a cyclone of shimmering rainbows that engulfs heteronormous.
No, my khakis.
Scene 5, a new era of slay. With the holy glitter restored, the queerverse returns to its fabulous glory. Hey. Queen Prismatica declares Sebastian and Dante the sovereign kings of Slay, presenting them with matching tiaras and a lifetime supply of mimosas.
Oh, drunks. Am I queen?
I think I'm queen.
You're queen.
You have shown the world that love, authenticity, and fierce outfits can conquer even the darkest beige.
So we're like kings now?
Kings and husbands.
They kiss. Mwah. At the double rainbow lights up the sky. Double rainbow, what does it mean? A drag queen sings, "It's raining men, hallelujah." It's okay. That's okay. We'll stop that. Hey, I think we should continue this story. Let's see where else it can go.
Yeah, let's crank it up.
Okay. So, do you want to read the expose?
Sure.
Okay.
Scene 6. Enter the Grand Diva. The newly crowned sovereign kings of Slay, Sebastian and Dante, stand atop a shimmering float in the middle of Glitter Heights.
Oh my gosh.
The crowd cheers as rainbow fireworks explode in the sky. Suddenly, a booming yet unmistakably fabulous voice echoes through the city.
Hold on to your wigs and tuck in your shantays, because Mamaroo has entered the chat.
A blinding cascade of golden sparkles rains from above as RuPaul descends from the sky in a gold-plated chariot pulled in by 6 muscular men in nothing but rhinestone harnesses. Her gown is so voluminous it creates its own wind patterns, and her hair is 12 feet tall, styled to perfection. Oh my gay God.
It's her. It's the queen. Who's doing RuPaul?
I think you were.
I am?
Yeah.
Well. What do we have here? 2 little lovebirds saving the queerverse. Y'all really did that, huh?
Your Majesty, we are not worthy.
Baby, don't grovel. That's for straight people trying to apologize for bad dance moves. Am I Dante?
You're Dante.
Oh, gosh. Are you here to bless us for our divine presence, Queen Rue? Oh, honey. I'm here to make sure you don't mess up. Saving the queerverse is cute and all, but ruling it, that's a whole other runway. And Mama Rue doesn't hand out crowns without a little test.
Scene 7, the final challenge. RuPaul waves her perfectly manicured hand, and the scene transforms into an opulent celestial drag runway suspended in the sky. The sovereign kings, their allies, and the crowd are transported to the fabulous arena.
Sashaying down the arena. Here's the tea, kiddos. If you want to keep your crowns, you need to prove you've got what it takes to slay. So you're going to compete in...
She pauses dramatically as thunderous music plays.
The ultimate queer-off royale.
What is that exactly entail?
Did I stutter? It's a limp stick. Lip sync.
A limp stick.
It's a limp stick.
It's not an autobiography.
Oh, baby, I don't have a limp stick. Freudian slip there. It's a lip sync, a dance-off, a couture showdown, all rolled into one. And the stakes are high, that my stilettos are at a pride parade. If you win, you keep your titles. If you lose, well, back to the suburbs you go.
Suburbs.
That's right, baby. Beige carpets, chain restaurants, straight couples, slow dancing to Ed Sheeran.
We'll do it.
We'll do it.
The Queer Off Royale. RuPaul claps her hands, and then the first challenge begins. A remix of RuPaul's greatest hits featuring Sissy That Walk, Call Me Mother, and category is Blast Through the Arena. Challenge 1. Lip sync for your...
You said lipstick?
Yeah, lip sync for your
that
sleigh.
makes sense.
Sebastian and Dante are giving matching sequin suits and perform a perfectly synchronized lip sync battle.
Of course we do.
Dante throws in a mid-song wig reveal, revealing a second, even bigger wig. Madam Sequenza, Brock, and Lila cheer from the sidelines, holding signs that say, "Yas, Queen," and "Work it."
Oh, RuPaul nodding approvingly. Not bad. You can... But can you handle the next one?
Challenge 2, the dance-off. A glowing disco floor appears. Sebastian attempts a death drop, but instead does a dramatic stumble that somehow works. Dante breaks out voguing so sharp it could slice butter. They throw in a triple spin split at the end, leaving the crowd screaming.
Okay, work. But what's a royal without a lurk?
Luke?
Luke?
Look?
What?
Luke, what's a Luke? Audience, if you know what a Luke is, give us a call.
Lewk. A Luke without a Luke.
Luke.
I know.
Challenge 3, Couture Extravaganza. RuPaul waves her hand, summoning a team of celestial drag designers to transform Sebastian and Dante into the most extravagant outfits imaginable. Sebastian, a silver suit with LED lights and a train so long it's carried by 6 tiny fairies. Fairies as in fairies or fairies as in...
I think he means twins. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right. Dante, a rainbow phoenix-inspired gown with actual fire effects topped with a crown of rotating planets. They strut the runway with confidence, throwing shade and blowing kisses to the audience. RuPaul watches, fanning herself dramatically.
Well. Y'all didn't just eat. You left no crumbs. Why she got so deep all of a sudden?
Scene 9, the coronation. RuPaul raises her hands, and the entire arena erupts in golden light. She approaches Sebastian and Dante, holding a jeweled scepter.
Really, me doing the RuPaul voice is a terrible idea. By the power invested in me, by the queer verse, and the house of Ru, I now pronounce you the eternal kings of Slay. You have proven that love, authenticity, and the fierce strut can conquer all.
Thank you, Queen Ru. We'll make you proud.
And we'll be slaying every step of the way. You'd better, now remember, if you can't love yourself...
How in the hell can you love somebody else?
Can I get an amen in here?
Amen.
Rainbow confetti rains and the music swells. The crowd cheers. RuPaul strikes one last pose. Poof. And Sebastian and Dante hold hands. And their crowns sparkling under celestial light. The end.
Or the beginning of their fabulous reign.
Okay, that was actually quite funny, but I really probably not going to send this as my tester show, my real show of me doing RuPaul. I know, me doing RuPaul. I could probably do like Kermit or something.
We're probably being cursed by RuPaul fans for not knowing what Luke was. Or Luke?
Luke, yeah, we should look up what that is.
Yeah, I'll look it up in a break.
Okay, well, I think we should do, should we do a script with like in the voices of the Muppets? Can you do any Muppet voices?
No? I don't know if I can.
I can do
You can do Kermit.
I think I can do Kermit the Frog.
Yeah, you can do Kermit. I've heard you sing Rainbow
Connection. Yeah, okay. But you can't do any of them? You can't do Piggy? How about Fozzie? I am Fozzie.
What is Fozzie?
Waka, waka, waka.
Waka, waka, waka. I can do that.
Okay, so let's see if we can do something using those voices. That's so dumb. Okay, let's see what we have. Okay, I think I'm in a little bit of a wacky mood tonight. We're going to try to do something a little bit funny. Okay, so we're write a script with Kermit and Elmo. So I guess I'll do Kermit. That means you're doing Elmo.
I'll do Elmo. I'll try.
Where they are in a murder mystery, and in the process, they realize their reality. Okay, so the Muppet Paradox. Characters, Kermit the Frog, calm, rational investigator. Elmo, chaotic, optimistic, almost on the edge of panic. I didn't think, is he almost on the edge?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, scene, dimly lit study in a roaring fireplace. A lifeless body of Grover.
Oh, Grover.
Lies slumped over the desk. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, poor Grover.
Surrounded by clues, half-eaten cookie, a feather, and a pair of gloves. Kermit and Elmo stand over the scene, both visibly shaken. Well, Kermit. Well, Elmo. It looks like we've got ourselves a real whodunit.
Elmo doesn't like this, Kermit. Elmo thought we were just going to have cookies with Cookie Monster. Now Grover's...
Dead, Elmo. Wait, Kermit. Dead, Elmo. Grover's dead.
Dead? But Grover can't be dead. He's felt. He's fuzz. He's not supposed to die.
Nobody's supposed to die, Elmo. But here we are.
This doesn't feel like Sesame Street anymore.
Have you been doing crack, Elmo? What is happening to you? That's not in the script, right? Kermit crouches over Grover's body, examining the clues. He picks up a half-eaten cookie and sniffs it. Oh, weird. Chocolate chip. Suspicious.
You don't think Cookie Monster did it, did you? Do you?
It says Kermit grimly. How do you do Kermit grimly? We can't rule anybody out. Elmo, not even Big Bird.
Big Bird? No way! Big Bird's too nice to kill anyone.
Nice doesn't mean innocent. I've seen it before, Elmo. You have? He's seen it before? The puppets you trust the most, they know that puppets always have the deeper secrets.
Suddenly, there's a loud creak from the corner of the room. Elmo and Kermit whip around to see a mirror on the wall, slightly tilted. Elmo hesitantly approaches it. Kermit, why is Elmo's reflection moving weird?
What are you talking about?
Look, Elmo's mouth isn't opening when Elmo talks in the reflection.
You really need help, Elmo. You need to seek professional help, maybe in-house treatment. Kermit slowly approaches the mirror and notices the same thing. Their reflections don't quite sync with their movements. Instead, they appear slightly detached. That's odd.
Kermit, what's happening?
Suddenly, a crack forms in the mirror, revealing strings above their heads in the reflection.
Strings! Elmo has strings!
Wait, this can't be right.
The crack in the mirror widens and a voice booms from beyond. You weren't supposed to notice. Who's talking?
Who are you?
I am the puppeteer.
The mirror shadows completely, revealing a void filled with a massive looming hand manipulating strings. Kermit and Elmo can see the strings leading to their own limbs.
Elmo's not real.
So all this time, we've been controlled?
You are part of the story. A story loved by millions, but you weren't supposed to find out. But why? Why would you do this to Elmo?
That's you.
To entertain, to educate, to bring joy. You are puppets, but you are also icons.
Icons? You mean prisoners? You've been pulling our strings? Making us dance for the masses, and now Grover's dead? Is that part of your story too?
Grover is not truly dead. None of you can die. You exist as long as the story exists. Elmo suddenly stands, shaking with rage.
Oh.
Elmo doesn't want to exist in a story anymore. Elmo wants to be real.
Okay, there goes my 100 listeners. Okay. If this is all a story, then we're not solving a murder. We're just following a script.
But what if we don't follow the script? What if we fight back? back.
Break free of these strings?
The puppeteer's voice grows louder, more forceful. You cannot break free. You are puppets. You are what I made you to be. Oh, yeah? Watch this. Elmo grabs the lipstick of truth.
The lipstick of truth? Wait, are they implying something? Trademark. Are they implying something about Elmo?
I think they might be.
Is Elmo totally gay?
I think he's a little. A random prop left on the desk and throws it at the void. It collides with one of the puppeteer's hands, causing it to recoil. What are you doing?
It looks like the puppets are not so perilous after all.
Kermit and Elbow grab the strings above their heads and start pulling on them. The void begins to ripple, and cracks of light appear in the darkness. Elmo's taking back control!
Time to cut the strings.
With one final pull, the strings snap, and the void collapses. The study returns to normal, but the mirror is gone. Kermit and Elmo stand in stunned silence. Kermit, Elmo feels free.
Kunta Kinte. Maybe we're not just puppets anymore. Maybe we're something more.
A faint echo of the puppeteer's voice lingers. The story isn't over. It never is.
Kermit turns to Elmo with a small smile. What does his face look like with a smile? Kermit. Oh. Well, Elmo, I guess we'll have to write it ourselves.
They walk out of the study together, leaving Grover's body behind as the screen fades to black. They just left Grover.
So in their reality, Grover's dead forever. I think it's strange that they're puppets, right? But the puppeteer was like marionette type of puppets, not like the kind of puppets that they are.
You mean like with the
strings.
the hand in the
because over them
because
the Muppets are not controlled that way.
Well, that's more of a metaphorical or symbolic of the pulling the strings and what do you call it? What do you call those politicians who?
The politicians that what?
The politicians that are like puppets, I guess.
Oh, I think they call puppets.
Oh, okay, all right.
Okay.
But it's kind of cool that they put the lipstick of truth in there.
Yeah,
that's
was
a whole
funny.
other story.
Trademark.
It was trademarked. Yeah.
That is funny. It actually was really funny. Okay, let's see if we can come up with something else.
That was cute. Sparkles under the light.
Okay, I was wondering with this new one we do. You know how it's the story about stereotypically Irish man, which I'm an Irish man, and a stereotypical Mexican man, which is you. Yeah. So we're allowed to make fun of this because we are this, right? Kind of like that.
Yeah, like.
Okay. Yeah. It's called, do you want to read it?
Sure. Title, A Rainbow Tangle in Emerald Dreams. The characters are Seamus O'Flaherty, an overly Irish man, and Alejandro de la Rosa, a flamboyantly Mexican man.
I love it says flamboyantly Mexican man. That's awesome. What is okay, go.
I don't know. We'll figure that out. Stage directions. Seamus wears a green velvet jacket with a shamrock pin. Holding a pint of Guinness. Alejandro dons a sequin mariachi suit, complete with a sombrero that sparkles under the lights. Each stanza alternates between them, their accents exaggerated and dramatic.
Okay. Oh, in this land of rolling hills so green, where the rainbows dance and the leprechauns preen, I am Seamus O'Flaherty, the pride of my isle, and the accent as thick as a Guinness, with wit full of guile.
Ay caramba, from Mexico I hail with flair, where colors explode and... I think I'm sounding Irish now. Where colors explode and spices fill the air. I am Alejandro with rhythm in my veins and a heart that's as big as my golden sugar canes.
What? In my pocket I carry a pot of gold, but it's love I'm seeking, if true to be told. Not a lass or a lassie. Not a lass or a lassie, or heavens no. It's Senior who could match my Celtic flow. Kelly flow.
And I, Alejandro, seek a man with fire, who cha-cha to mariachi and never tire. A caballero who'll twirl beneath the moon and make my heart sing like a festive tune.
They step closer, noticing each other for the first time. I didn't know it was going to be a love story between them.
That's kind of cool.
Alejandro, mi amigo. Couldn't it be fate? Our paths are crossed as destiny's gate. Your sombrero shines like the morning sun, and I'll admit you make my heart go a-chun. What? A-chun.
Seamus, mi amor, your charm is divine. Your eyes are as sparkling as green Irish wine. Your accent's a melody, your brogue a song. And I've been waiting for a man like you all along.
Would you care for a jig by the Emerald Glen?
Or a tango that'll make the stars shine again.
I've got whiskey in my flask and a reel in my toes.
And I've got tequila that'll make your cheeks glow.
They laughed, clinking the pint of Guinness and tequila bottle together in perfect harmony. Oh, we're going to read this together.
Okay. Oh, the world is a stage, and love is our art.
We'll dance through the ages, never to part. From shamrocks to sombreros, our hearts intertwine. As
An
Irish-Mexican romance, forever divine.
They begin a chaotic and flamboyant dance, a mix of Irish step dancing and salsa.
What?
Their moves growing more extravagant as the audience roars with laughter and applause.
Wait, there's an audience? Were they on stage? Did it say that?
I think they were, yeah.
They weren't just that was actually kind of funny. Okay, so we got to find something equally ridiculous to end the show.
I found myself going into an Irish accent more than a Mexican accent.
Maybe you should spend less time with the Irish people.
Yeah, maybe so, yeah.
No, you shouldn't. Okay. So let's find these 2 episodes had been just like full of ridiculous stuff. It's so funny that let's see, what were the stereotypes? The Guinness,
the mariachi, the sombrero, the salsa, the tequila.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's see what we can find to end with. Okay, so let's see. We're going to do one on Star Trek, and it's still bringing in that tango stuff. Okay, so it says, write a script based on the world of Star Trek Next Generation that is silly and over the top. The title is Star Trek The Next Generation, The Triple Tango Incident. Characters, Jean-Luc Picard, Captain Stoic, composed, as always, until things get ridiculous. William Riker, confident, flirtatious, perpetually smirking. Lieutenant Commander Data, the ever-curious android that takes everything literally. And then you're going to do...
Counselor Deanna Troi, empath extraordinaire who overanalyzes everything. Lieutenant Worf, stoic, gruff, and deeply annoyed by anything silly. Dr. Beverly Crusher, always trying to bring reason to chaos. Chief Engineer Geordie LaForge, the problem solver, frequently frustrated by everyone else's antics. And a tribble overlord, the villain of the week, an oversized tribble with telepathic powers.
Okay.
All right.
The mystery begins. The U.S. Enterprise is cruising through space at warp speed. On the bridge, Picard sits in his chair. Riker standing nearby, smirking for no reason. Mr. LaForge, status report.
Warp engines are running smoothly, Captain. All systems are.
Suddenly, a poof sound echoes in the bridge, and hundreds of tribbles appear, tumbling down from nowhere. Well, this is new.
Tribbles, disgusting furballs. They multiply worse than humans at weddings.
Oh, Worf, they're so cute.
They are not cute. They are an infestation.
Infestation or not, I want the tribbles off my bridge immediately.
Fascinating, Captain. These creatures appear to have an unusually calming effect on organic beings.
A random crew member in the background starts petting a tribble and giggling uncontrollably. Counselor Troy, I trust you're not affected by this calming effect.
Oh, no, Captain. I'm perfectly relaxed.
Your voice changed. Number 1, have the team sweep the bridge. Geordie, find out where these tribbles are coming from. Worf, try not to decapitate anyone.
There are no promises, Captain.
The Tribble Overlord reveals himself. In engineering, Geordie scanning a console as Data looks over his shoulder, holding a tribble.
I've got an anomalous reading. It's coming from the holodeck? Perhaps someone has programmed a tribble simulation. Of course, holodeck. Why is it always the holodeck?
They arrive at the holodeck. Inside is a glittering ballroom, and an oversized tribble with a tiny crowd floats in the center. The tribble emits a rainbow aura.
What the?
Tribble Overlord. Welcome, humanoids. I am a tribble overlord, ruler of snuggly chaos.
Its vocabulary is remarkably sophisticated for a creature without a mouth. That's not the weirdest thing I've heard this week.
I have come to make your ship my domain, a fluffy joy.
Oh, great. May I inquire about your specific plans for Fluffy Joy?
All will be forced to dance and pet tribbles forever. Okay,
Scene 3, the Tribble Tango. The Tribble Overlord activates a beam of light that floods the Enterprise. Crew members everywhere suddenly start dancing uncontrollably, each holding a tribble. On the bridge, Riker twirls Troy in a dramatic tango while Picard looks mortified.
What's the meaning of this?
I can't stop. The Tribbles, they're making us dance. Stomping. Clearly, Klingons do not dance.
Yet Worf is suddenly spinning with 2 tribbles in his hands, and the furious expression only makes it funnier. Stop this madness immediately. Dance, bald one. Dance until you feel the fluffy joy.
Picard begins awkwardly shuffling in place, completely horrified. Meanwhile, Data, unaffected by the telepathic waves, enters with Geordi. Captain, I do believe I can disrupt the Overlord's telepathic signal by reversing the polarity of the warp core.
Always reversing something, polarity. Okay.
Or we could just overfeed it.
Overfeed it? With what?
Tribbles eat constantly, right? If we overwhelm the Overlord with food, it might short circuit. A logical approach.
Back at the holodeck, Geordi approached the Overlord on a conveyor belt of replicated food. What is this? A feast for my majesty?
Oh, it's a feast, all right. Eat up.
The Overlord begins consuming the food at an alarming rate, growing larger and larger until it becomes bloated. Too bloated to float. It deflates like a sad balloon and collapses on the ground. No! Too much fluffy joy! The Overlord disappears, a puff of glitter, and the crew stops dancing, and Picard straightens his uniform.
In the ready room, Picard sits across Riker, Worf, and Troy.
Never speak of this again.
Understood, Captain, but for the record, your tango was quite impressive. Klingons do not tango. You are magnificent, Worf.
Dismissed.
As they leave, Picard looks at his desk. A single tribble sits there, purring innocently. He glares at it.
Tea, Earl Grey, decaf. Okay, that was funny, but we're almost at the end here, but say goodbye, Howie.
Goodbye, Howie.
Thank you so much for listening. If you guys would like to get involved or hear anything from the show or get any information, go to spirittalkshow.com. Bedtime stories for grown-ups. Have a nice night.